Hi, how's it going everyone? So this is a kind of a new series, another new series. This is kind of like a long play, relaxing, play with me type of video where it's about, I think I'm gonna make this an hour long, where I just play the game, listen to some lo-fi and just talk about everything under the sun, just talk about my day and perhaps to make it something more personal and more like accompany a video that can accompany you while you watch shows or you fall asleep or even while you play Stardew Valley. But mainly it's more of like a play with me kind of thing where you play Stardew, then I play Stardew together. So maybe make your experience less lonely, I suppose. Yup, so that's about it. Oh my god. Oh, we got honey. That was quite fast. I didn't expect the honey to come so soon. Let me just grab some of these things here. It seems like the animals are roaming now, which is perfect. It feels quite different though, because like this is my second year. And the first year, I think I like all the seasons except for winter. Winter just feels very blue and depressing. And I never knew it was so depressing until I got out of it. Yeah. It's quite interesting. It's like, at first the snow seems very cool, very nice and all. But then after a short while it just become like I don't know. Like, you can clearly see the contrast here. when winter became, now it's what, spring? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I can clearly see the difference. Like suddenly everything becomes so green, right? And so nice. Like going from pure white to all green feels so comforting, I feel. Yeah. Okay, let me just put some of these things here. Hopefully I can get the auto feeder soon. And it's nice they are roaming here. I can just like, interact with them here. Anyway, the inspiration for this series really came from seeing other people doing Let's Play. Let's Play hasn't been very popular, but I suppose longer form of Let's Play where there's no commentary, it's quite interesting to see people enjoying that. And I'm not quite sure what's like, I don't know. I was contemplating, should I do something where I don't talk at all? And to be honest, it doesn't really make sense to me, even though the general trend is to not talk. I would rather be talking to you guys and perhaps, create some sort of rapport, get to know one another and just enjoy the game together instead of just keeping quiet. And for some reason, I don't think Stardew Valley is a good game where you can just not talk, right? Feels very repetitive, don't you think so? And I think part of the charm is half of it is playing the game, half of it is also talking to you guys, right? Let me make some cheese. Hopefully the music is not too bad. Actually, this is my second filming. I actually created like a gameplay, and then I noticed that the music was a bit too, I don't know, a bit too much bass, I feel. It didn't feel very comfortable listening to it. So I just, deleted the video and went to look for another playlist that is copyright free, and hopefully the music sounds much better, I guess. Hopefully it sounds much better. Is the music volume about right? Is it right for you guys? Let me just increase it. Hopefully this is not as bassy. I noticed that there's a tendency for lo-fi to be very bass heavy. Anyway, I think our goal here, right, is to try and save up 40k. Then we can go and get the fix the bus. If you guys didn't know, unfortunately, or perhaps you know, too many people who are in the community that really shuns Jojo Mud. I have went down the Jojo route, and I guess to me it doesn't really matter for me. Even though people say, oh, it's evil and everything, I was just impatient, I suppose. I wanted to, you know, quickly unlock all of the features of the game. Maybe the collecting part seems fun, but I just didn't have the patience to wait years, you know. I'm not very good at the game where I know what items I need to get. So I rather unlock things immediately. And perhaps in the future, once I finish this run, or is there, I don't think there's a finishing point, right? But maybe in the future where I got sick of this run, I can create another run. I mean, now I'm more experienced and everything, it should be easier, right? I can easily find all the things I want, and we can just rebuild the community center easily. Yeah, so for those who are playing Jojo route, don't beat yourself over it. Everything is fine. I mean, at the end of the day, you play the game however you like it, right? Yeah. So if it's, you know, if you don't like the collection part, if you want to unlock everything at the start, I think it shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't, like, you know, stop yourself from doing it. Let me just water. Keep on forgetting that I can actually press and hold to water three crops at one go. Anyway, this gameplay, I would like to try and, you know, not talk as much. Maybe it's like half playing and half talking, like what I mentioned just now. I'm not too sure. I'm still trying to figure out, because like I'm kind of like, you know, deliberating here and there between, because like it seems like no commentary is very popular. So if I want to give some commentary, maybe I should just give a little and not too much. Yeah, that's the idea at the start. But then meanwhile, you know, I think it's a either or, right? Where if you want to listen to commentary, you would just listen to commentary all the way. And if you don't want to listen to commentary, you wouldn't be choosing to watch this video. I'm not too sure. We'll just try it out first. And you know, hopefully we can try out other games as well. Like those very chill and relaxing game where I just play and we just talk about life and we just play games together, something like a play together session kind of thing. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. But for now, we will start with Stardew Valley, I suppose. Because Stardew Valley, I mean, I suppose most of you are familiar with it, right? Because y'all came here from watching the Stardew Therapy. Should I sell the cookies? I think we should just keep the cookies and we can eat it later on. Maybe we can try and the scarecrow takes up 8 spaces, right? Maybe we can create one more. Maybe we cut down this scarecrow. Take this and then plant one here. Because it's 8 spacing, right? Then we can create another row of like things. I probably should take the horse. Can't believe the time passes so fast here. I think when you do any kind of farming and crop, I don't know, harvesting, time passes very quickly. I'm actually excited, you know, to try other kind of games besides Stardew Valley. Animal Crossing seems quite fun, but I have motion sickness, and Animal Crossing's like camera angle just makes me very dizzy. I can't play any kind of third-person shooters or first-person shooters because of the camera angle, and Animal Crossing is kind of like a third-person thing, so it's a bit hard for me to you know, I guess, play the game. But you know, looking at all the gameplays, like watching for a short while before I get sick, before I start vomiting, the game seems pretty fun. I think even though they seem like a similar game, they're actually quite different, isn't it? Like for those who have played it before. Like I think on one end, Stardew Valley is a very much like a sim, like a farming sim. Then on the other end, Animal Crossing, it's less so like a farming sim, but more like a kind of life simulator, where you get to hang out with your friends, create your dream house and all these things, which is something that I enjoy. The farming part is also quite enjoyable, but I think the one part that Stardew Valley is lacking is the social element plus the element where you get to design your house. Like, it's more customizable. I'm not quite sure. Stardew Valley, even though you can customize your house, it doesn't feel as fluid and as convenient as it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not too sure. Yeah, maybe I'm like I haven't finished the game, right? I haven't played long enough, because I've seen like some content creators who have played hours of it. They have like very nice houses, but it seems like quite an arduous kind of process, right? To just create a house and take it down and change it. You can't change it as quickly, but it feels like Animal Crossing, like a lot of content creators are able to create builds very quickly, like create like different kind of houses relatively easily. Yeah, and there's a lot of tutorials on it, which seems very cool. Like being able to build your own house is very similar to Harbour Hotel, for those who are familiar with the game. I think it's quite popular in Asia once, like MapleStory. I suppose in the Western end, like I suppose it would have been popular because I've seen some videos covering a documentary covering scams on Harbour Hotel. And I think it was the social part that makes it fun, and also the room design and everything that makes it very enjoyable. Oh, I can't believe it's 9 o'clock. Yeah. Anyway, let me just try and plant the seeds as quickly as possible. Yeah. Anyway, I've been doing content for about like 2 years already. I should probably remove this, right? So that it won't block my view. Probably put it like somewhere here. So the thing is, I've been doing content for about 2 years. I mean, yeah, if I'm not wrong, I recently reached 2 years of content creation. And the thing is, you know, I've been looking at my videos so much and reviewing everything. I realize there's a lot of things that kind of irks me. You know, it's one of those situations where when you first listen to your voice, you get very disgusted by your voice. You're like wondering like, who is this person? It doesn't sound like how I sound, you know, to myself, like based on what I'm hearing in my head, right? And one of those things I really detest is the fact that, I don't know, is it because of my accent, of my nationality? Like, our S's sounds very, 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 very high pitched. There's a lot of S for some reason. I mean, I don't know why. And I think other people from other countries with different accents, their S aren't as high pitched and they don't sound as obvious. So it kind of annoys me to no end whenever I try to record videos and I look back and I hear certain parts where the S is so loud that it's so piercing. Yeah. So I try to do some post editing by like lowering the S sound. But sometimes it just comes through. Maybe it's just the way I speak and our accent. Maybe it's the Asian accent thing. You never know. You know, like how we speak, how our culture affects us, how our native language affects, right? Let me just water that. I wanted to say bathe bathe it. that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm just wondering, right, the horse. Do I need to feed the horse? If I were to lose the horse, right, will I be able to find it? Is there a button that I can call the horse? I can summon it right in front of me? I don't know, man. Sometimes I just get a bit concerned because, like, you know, I'm using the horse, running around. Then for a moment I just forgot where the horse is. I realized, hey, if I really lose the horse, where do I even find it, man? Oh dear. Quite sure if I look it up online, there will be a button that says summon your horse or something. Or they say your horse has died. Please buy a new horse. I'm really craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one at the store, so I'm asking you. I'll pay you well for it. That's cool. Oh, nice. That's a parsnip, I suppose. I think we are about how many days away? 7 days away from the festival, right? That's where we want to buy the strawberries, I suppose. Then I just do some watering first. I think out of all the parts from Stardew Valley, I really enjoy the farming the most. Like, the fighting part is quite enjoyable, but it's just the farming part that feels very therapeutic. Even though the fighting is not that hard, also feels kind of therapeutic, but it's just the environment, you know, the rewards that comes with farming. Being able to grow a lot of crops, being able to sell it for a lot of money, feels very nice. That's why people like idle games, right? Idle games, I suppose, you remove the planting part and the harvesting part. You just wait for money to come, right? It's kind of a similar kind of sense of progress and achievement and satisfaction. You just keep seeing the money grow and everything, and you just use the money to upgrade more things. Yeah. Hopefully I get the right mix of like my voice volume and the music volume. I guess it takes time to figure it out. Hopefully this is a good one. I think I kind of a perfectionist. I get like very upset when I don't get the right I don't know, the video doesn't turn out my way. How many do we need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get the horse and go and find Pierre. Before that, we can try and get some mushrooms. Oh, recently we have a lot of purple mushrooms. That's pretty good. Purple mushroom is one of the rarer ones, right? Yeah, we can use that to make the potion. Oh, let's close that just in case the animals come out. Okay. I'm actually wondering, is it possible to not barricade this place? Instead, right, what we do is we extend the barricade even further, such that the entire farm is the barricade itself, right? The entrance is the barricade. Will the cow go back home in the end? I'm just wondering, because you say that it's possible that the cow would not come back home if you like leave your door open, and you need to bring them back home can be quite a challenge. But I don't know what's the repercussions of not bringing them back home, and how far can you extend that boundary, right? Yeah. Anyway, well, Oh, any of you have watched the recent Doctor Strange? I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Oh, it's not bad, I suppose. It's quite a different kind of... It feels very different from a typical Marvel movie, yet it seems very familiar. But they're trying new things apparently. Like the way it seems, right, it's very different and very like slightly off-brand and different from what they usually do, which kind of makes it interesting, I suppose. But I think it kind of like, even though they tried a new style of directing and how they shot the film and the story, maybe I'm just not used to it. It did not hit right for me. Like, it did not hit the right spots. Maybe I'm just someone who likes the typical, like, Marvel movie, that typical recipe of how you make that plot line, how you make that story and everything, how it pans out and all these things, right? You need a villain, you need a sad story, you need some sort of struggle, then you need some sort of you need a Joker type of character, you need a serious character, you need some romance in there or something, right? That's usually the case, isn't it? Then everything just leads up to a giant movie after 10 years. Yeah. Let me just plant this. But I'm just glad, man. I don't know. Like, you know, usually people are glad for, hey, I missed one, shit. You know, usually people are glad, like, you know, are happy that, you know, they pass their exams or certain life events that is monumental. But for me, you know, just being able to be living right now, where, you know, nerddom or comic heroes are very popular, and I'm just glad to be able to witness the 10 years of Marvel movies building up to Avengers. You know, recently I was just reminiscing, like, I managed to catch like Avengers on opening night, and it's so amazing, man. I think it kind of revolutionized, or I wouldn't say revolutionize, but it changes the experience of watching movies, right? Usually movies, I don't know, in Asia, I'm not quite sure about the Western countries, people just keep quiet and watch movies. But for some reason, Marvel movie changed that, where if you go during opening night, or perhaps the first week or so, you hear people cheering, and everyone is cheering, and it seems acceptable, you know. It's acceptable for some reason, and it feels a lot like a kind of like a concert event or a sports event that you know, it creates this sense of camaraderie, this sense of unity, joy, happiness that I can't really describe. Only, you know, you can only describe that feeling the closest is when you watch a sporting event together, or when you have like, when you play in a team sport. I played in a team sport before competitively, volleyball, and that is the feeling that I get when I watch Marvel movies. When the villain gets defeated by Captain America, then everybody just cheers. It's amazing, that kind of feeling. And Avengers was just the pinnacle of that feeling, you know. 10 years of building up. It came out during when I was in like middle school or something. Then it just kept on growing and growing, new movies upon new movies. And here we are, everything culminates to the Avengers Endgame movie. It's amazing, man, to be able to live through that and watch all these movies. Yeah, I don't know, it's this kind of events that makes me look forward to in life. I don't know, maybe I just don't have a lot of attachment to other things. I don't have much responsibilities. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not very close with my parents. So there really isn't a lot of things to, I suppose, supposedly live for. And you know, the things that I live for are typically TV shows. Like, I'm right now I'm living for Rick and Morty to finish. I want to live till the day I see Rick and Morty ends. I'm interested in seeing how things develop. I think Rick and Morty was quite a big part of my life. I think I began watching it during college, and that was when I really started, you know, trying to understand myself, where I'm, you know, kind of formulating my identity. I think people formulate their identity during high school as well, and I did that during high school, but you know, it's a continuous process, and as time passes, like, you know, my identity is put into question, right? When, you know, a lot of life events happen, and I think Rick and Morty was there. All the different ways it alludes to social life, society, our views on religion and everything. And it really helped me, you know, figure it out everything, because I myself is not particularly religious. And then, you know, what Rick and Morty did was introduce me to this idea of how, you know, the world is kind of like meaningless. You are born into this world where there's really no meaning at all, and it's up to you to really derive what is meaningful to you, and to make your life worthwhile and worth living. And that is how Rick, you know, behaviors and the whole philosophy behind Rick and Morty, that show, is really alluding to, right? One part of it, like the whole shenanigans that Rick is like going through, and every time he says, oh, you know, life has no meaning and whatever it is, it's trying to remind us that, you know, it kind of spoke to me, kind of enlightened me in such a way that, you know, yeah, it's true, life really has no meaning if you are born as an atheist, and you know, it's up to you to create that meaning. And it's especially harder, I suppose, when you come from a troubled family, when you don't really have somebody to rely on, where you don't have this role model or guidance to create a meaning for you. Hence, you know, this becomes a scenario where you have to create meaning for yourself to make life worth living. And of course, there are a lot of questions, like whether do you want to follow what society tells you, how important is your own decisions and opinions, you know. Sometimes people just take what society's expectations as a form of guidance, as a way to develop or create meaning in life, and then you end up being lost. This whole hustle culture could be one of them, right? You know, thinking that studies and work and money is what life is about. But actually, that's not so true, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why, you know, all this rumination, like watching Rick and Morty in college really helped a lot. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Let me just deposit my flower. I wonder what this is. Jade. Still not too sure what is Jade for. Like, there's so many items here, right? There's so many minerals. And I've seen the wiki before. They use it for some tailoring or something. So I always wonder, like, is there any point to all of these items, right? They look so cool and very powerful, but I suppose this can be used to make a sword. This can be used to make a Iridium sprinkler, but the rest, I remember researching on wiki and it says that it's used for tailoring and all these things. So to me, it just seems a bit pointless. But for those who are like interested in getting 100%, I suppose that's useful, where you can create all the clothing in the world or whatever it is, right, that is like needed. Where's the clothing portion? I thought I saw the clothing portion. Nah, I don't know where it go though. There's no clothing portion. Yeah. Suppose it kind of contributes towards that. And I'm getting a bit self-conscious. Now as I continue to speak, I realize I keep saying like. This is one of those things also. Doing content for 2 years made me very conscious of certain words that I overuse quite a fair bit. I use like. I say yeah a lot. To kind of like I just said like again. I think this is something where you do content, you kind of catch yourself doing that. Or you know, for those people who are in college, I'm not quite sure about Western colleges, but in my country, there seems to be it seems to be getting more and more popular where colleges and companies require people to film themselves, like either for assignments, either for job interviews. And then when you do that, you catch yourself, you know, saying things, you know, speaking in certain ways that you don't like, the way you look when you speak. I think one of the things that I noticed when I was in college, where I was filming for a video assignment, I noticed when I talk, my face looks very weird. You know, when you see news reporter when they speak, right, their face is very neutral. The facial muscles and features are just neutral, or could be smiling or whatever it is. But then when I speak, I have this like my face just scrunches up in such a way where I don't know, like there's this disgusted look, I think. But I'm not disgusted. It's just the way I talk. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit awkward, then my face scrunch up. Hence, you know, I don't know, kind of irks me as well. I hope the music is okay for you guys. Oh, it's raining. It's our first rain of the year. Oh, we don't have to do any watering. That's great. And I know it's past season already, and my room still has the Christmas tree. I feel like my house, right, starts to resemble my own room, where you have all the junk just laying there, not tended to. There's no theme, there's nothing. It's just whatever I find, whatever I bought, I just put it there, like junk, you know. But that's not gonna happen in my real life. I mean, now I'm living with my parents, but when I get my own house, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna make things as simple, as clean as possible, and as thematic as possible, you know. And if y'all didn't know, I think in Asia, right, it's quite a common thing to live with your parents for until you're 20 over or near 20s. You don't really move out at 18. Maybe in certain cases you move out, but in most cases you don't. I guess it's a good thing. Like, it's a very different concept from Western countries, right? Where, you know, 18 is about becoming independent, becoming an adult. But in Asia, I suppose it's the same, you know, you become an adult at 18 or 21. But the difference here is that there's some sort of like a family commitment and being filial and all these things. And it's not really shunned upon or looked down on where you still live with your parents. It's actually sound financial advice. You see a lot of situations in the Western countries where people move out at a very young age, and they spend like a significant portion of their pay, their salary on rent, right? Where all this money could be saved up to actually buy a house and not be subjected to the whims and fancy of your landlord. And also saving up money and using that, not just saving up for the purpose of a house, also reinvesting those money. And you can be the 10 years of living with your parents, or the 10 extra years or 5 extra years when you're living with your parents, the money you're saving can be used to reinvest in stocks, and you can be earning money from that. And if you think about it, if you are like already very poor to begin with and you're living on your own, it kind of like, it becomes more worse, right? Don't you think so? But if you can live with your parents and share the financial burden, or they can just feed you or whatever it is, things become slightly better, don't you think so? It kind of reduces the risk and reduces the kind of debts you have or the financial burdens. I guess that's my thought. But you know, different countries have a different way of working, right? Oh, it's only 10 AM. Hang on a minute. I forgot. I haven't grabbed the mushrooms yet. And I haven't grabbed the farm produce. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. You are enjoying the kind of a play with me session, I suppose. It's interesting that how the cows are always just, I don't know, they don't have much points of points of articulation, I suppose. They can look in the front, they can look in the left, they can look at the right. Aside from that, there's really not much things they can do. They can't jump, run, or whatever. Okay. Wonder, is there like relationships between cows? Should I keep the door closed or open? Not too sure. Does it make any difference? Okay. Nice. Should I sell the duck and get a chicken? The chicken consistently like gets lays egg, but the duck doesn't. You see that ducks are not as like profitable. I mean, although they have like duck feathers, right? So I'm always missing like one egg to make cheese. Or make mayonnaise. Yeah, make mayonnaise with. Oh, it's fine. I need to make one more cheese churner, because I always miss one. Like right now I only have 7 if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Hardwood, copper bar, stone wood. Hardwood, copper bar, stone wood. Hardwood. Hardwood. Wait. I should be able to create it now. 1. Okay, I'm all good. We should get the duck feathers and this be rice shoot and bring it over. I think this is fine. Then we can just put this in, and put this in. This is fine. This makes a lot of sense. Or we should just press this button, right? Yep, alright. Sell the cheese. No, this is mayonnaise, not cheese. Okay, put in the copper bar. Probably should visit the blacksmith to, like, you know, break apart the drills. Wait. I'm just wondering, you know, for those that has a star, or like if it's a large milk, does it create like higher quality cheese? I hope so. I think we should try and get some fruits to make preserves. Let's not waste any opportunity here. It's valuable, but has no other purposes. Jeez. Strange bun. Looks very weird, don't you think so? Oh, there's like mixed seeds. Can try and plant more seeds. Let me just use the... Is this the garden hoe? Is this called a hoe or a shovel? Okay, nice. Perfect. Let me just go to the horse. Anyway, if you didn't know, if you're wondering, why do I cordon all this area? You know, I'm hoping that I can get more asteroids. And I'm hoping that it lands perfectly to the left or to the right. So we can create like some sort of museum or circus visit where you can just come and pay money. And then you get to go in. I suppose like go in. Maybe I should create a walkway, right? To make it look more legit. Probably should do that. I will do that later at night. People can pay money to go and take a look at the asteroid. I know I can get Iridium from it. But Iridium you can get it somewhere else too, right? So I'm not particularly concerned about that. Is there a leak? Ooh. No, I don't want to eat the leek. Dandelion or dandelion. How do you even pronounce it? Dandelion? Dandelion? Let's grab some fruit while we can. Ooh, look at him, all alone. What can we get here? Cranberries. Seems pretty expensive. Are these the things that I sold him previously? I think we can get the cheapest things, then we can just use that too. Yeah, I can use that to put in our preserve jar. I think for now we will go down to the beach and see what we have, see what we can scavenge. Nothing much. Is it because it's a rainy day? That's why there's nothing here? Why is he here though? Oh Marina, I got this old amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready for it yet. Hey, I never seen this before, man. Who is this guy that's lying there? Oh Marina amulet. Maybe I should just do a quick search on Stardew Wiki. Oh Marina. Stardew. Oh Marina amulet. Maybe it's some divine amulet. So the old Marina is a character that appears on the east side of the beach. He sells the mermaid pendant, a marriage token. 3 conditions must be met for him to appear. Access to the beach tide pool must be unlocked by repairing the bridge for 300 wood. Weather must be rainy. The beach must be entered between 6 AM. Will not appear during winter. If the player has a relationship with a marriage candidate of 10 hearts and a bouquet has been given, the player may purchase the pendant for 5k. After using the pendant, he will say, "Glad the amulet worked out for a year." If a player is not eligible for marriage, he will say, "I got this amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready." Oh, okay. So it's more like a wedding ring, I guess. Wait, besides this pendant, like, is there an alternative for me? Like alternative jewelry that I can propose using, you know, to like get married? Not sure though. But I have no intention to get married here. I'm just enjoying the game, exploring things. Even until this point, I know that like there's relationships in the village, but I don't really get the point of relationships. I know that, you know, when relationships like become closer or something, when it becomes friend, you get extra stuff. But is it that important though? Is it necessary? Because the game doesn't really force you, right, to do things. So, you know, every time I just question, is that necessary? What does it do? Because there's no real end game to this game, right? It's just plant your crops, harvest, sell, earn more money, grow more things, upgrade your farm. That's all, right? Or maybe I'm missing a point or something. Like there's some greater purpose or meaning to the game that I'm missing out. I think right, I want to get wood. Then we can try and create the walkway. Oh no, they broke apart, unfortunately. So weak. What is that? I thought okay, I thought it broke. Let's create a walkway. Let's start by choosing this. Or maybe I should go for a stone version. Stone seems more appropriate, I suppose. Since it's like a rock, right? An asteroid is like a rock. Let me grab that. Okay, one should be fine. Like 30 stones should be fine. Then can have the stone pathway. One, what is this? Gravel path. Or to spruce up your floor. What's the difference? I should create more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. Looks a bit messy though. Okay, let me just go down and get 2 more. Okay, this seems much nicer, but looks a bit messy, I feel. But maybe it's the charm, you know, the fact that it looks very messy. I'm just interested in trying out the gates instead. Iron fence times 10. Stone wooden sign. Stone fence. Let me try a stone fence and see how it goes. It doesn't look very nice though. Yeah. Oh shit. Not really a fan of the stone fence. It looks very ugly. Let me just grab this. And then perhaps we can create like a wooden fence, right? Hey. Wait, did I do it wrongly? Okay, I hope like, you know, cutting it down won't mess up. I don't know. Okay, using the cursor seems to be much easier. Why is this being blocked? Okay, yeah, it's not blocked. I'm just not aiming it correctly. Maybe I should get a bench. Bench would be nice. Wait, where do I get a bench? Maybe I should buy it somewhere, right? I forgot how I got the bench. Like here. Let me just see. What can we create? Wood and sap. I feel it feels a bit odd. Like I want to see this in full fashion. So I think the wood is kind of blocking it a little. We will see how it goes. Let me just create the rest first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's getting late. One more. Okay, nice. I think, right, we need to extend the thing a little more. Probably we can work until like what? We can work till the night, until 2 AM or something. Let's see. Maybe we want to extend it by one more. Okay, this one looks much better, I feel. I think I should go to sleep first. It's getting late. I don't want to be caught outside and I need to waste like 1k because, you know, somebody's stolen from me. The cat doesn't seem to be sleeping on my bed. Maybe he or she doesn't like me anymore. Okay, I think we will finish up our day by building the remaining parts of the museum visit. Does it block things? No, it doesn't. Okay, nice. It looks so much nicer, man. I think right now, right, we want to go and get some sap to create like the perfect experience. How do I get more saps? Where's my sap? It's not here, right? Not here. Should be here then. Yep, the sap is here. One. Let me just grab one first and see how that works. Oh, it also takes up one space. Hey, wait, you can put it on. Oh, nice. You can put it on the fence. Jeez. Oh my god, this is so cool, man. Like there's flames in the morning. Grab 3 more. One on each corner. Okay, the cows are getting annoyed. Or that's the sound of them being happy, you know, enjoying the sunlight. Okay. Let me just grab that. It's like the farm has so much space. My barn has so much space, but like I'm only limited to like 8 animals. 8 cows. Maybe I should go and check it out. Like maybe I'm wrong. I should go and check Marnie's house. Is that what her name is called? Marnie? And see whether I can buy more. Because I remember I could only buy 8. Yeah. Okay, nice. We are good here. Then we can let me sell that. Okay, all is good for now. Put that in. I should probably go and farm for more hardwood, but I'm not quite sure when I'll be using hardwood. At one point, right, eventually I'll use it. Okay, let me just try and water these things here. Oh, I'm also, you know, excited for the Steam Deck. I know that it's like released in America and soon I think in Europe as well, but they are like releasing in batches, so not everyone gets to have it. I can't wait for the Steam Deck. then I can play this everywhere I want. I know you can play on Android, but it just feels different, man, playing on a handheld device. I know, you know, there's Nintendo Switch as well, but I think that Nintendo Switch doesn't seem very much value for money, because you already have a Steam library, so it doesn't really make sense for you to go for Nintendo Switch when you are not when I'm not interested in any kind of like Pokemon, or I mean, I would love to play Pokemon, but like the Nintendo titles are not that attractive for me as compared to, you know, being able to access your entire Steam library and you can get games for cheap, you know. That's amazing. So hopefully Steam Deck comes to Asia soon, and maybe by then they will have a Steam Deck 2 that has like better battery life. But it'll be exciting to be able to play games in Stardew Valley when I'm coming back from work on the train. I can tend to my gardens 24/7, the digital farmer. That sounds pretty cool. I'm just wondering, should I be mixing the cows and the chickens together? Would they be creating some special disease, or no? That's how disease mutates, right? Interbreeding, intermingling, or whatever it is. Maybe you go to money. Okay, wait, hang on a minute. Let me just grab the geodes, then we can try and you know, grab, like, you know, craft more minerals, I suppose. Hopefully we can get more iridium. We'll go down to Mani's house. Okay. For those who are experienced, are you able to... Is there a way to remove the pond here? Or is this like a fixed area? Seems like it's fixed when I see other people play the game. Like the area, you know, is still there. Why isn't she home? Dang. Annoying. Is this what people are talking about? Mani isn't at home at all. She's going back, right? Okay, never mind, I'll go and find her later on. Yeah. Before we go to the blacksmith, we can probably head down and look for some coral or seashell. Nice. It's quite interesting. I'm the only one who has a horse. Feels like I'm like the richest man or the weirdest dude, you know. Maybe all these people care for horses so much that, you know, they think that it is bad. It's animal cruelty or something. Like nobody rides horse here. Even cars are non-existent. Like technology are non-existent, right? I mean, the closest to technology is dwarf computers, I suppose. Hey, let me move up. I should just hop over here, right? Yep, this is much closer. Let me grab that. Okay. Let's go. Hello. Process jewels. Iridium. Oh, is that new? Iridium. The price is 25 per geode. What is that? This looks like a hockey puck. This looks like a teddy bear. Oh, nice. It's very satisfying when they have that sound. That sound effect, the da da da. Yeah. Feels like you just like uncovered some magical stone or something. Ah, that's a green hockey puck. Oh, we have an orange color version. Please give me something good. The one that is supposed to be the most rare one give me a bunch of stones. Well, that was annoying. Anyway, Let's donate. Is there anything we can donate here? Oh, we can donate to hockey park. Let's go. Okay, let's go back to Marnie's house and see whether we can catch her. I haven't been fulfilling the quest as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too lazy. I just enjoy farming on my own and growing my crops and becoming rich. It's quite funny, you know. Sometimes I just wonder, like for those who have been playing for 10 years or so, and their house is like absolutely insane. Why is Marnie not tending the storefront? Like for those who have been playing for 10 years, their farm is like crazy, right? Like absolutely insane. Like, does the villagers get jealous at all? I mean, some are very elaborate, you know. Like some of the houses is like, wow, so cool. It looks so elaborate. And then it's like, you know, you're such a rich guy and everything. People are gonna hate you. Is that... Okay, let me chop that down. Let's go. It feels so nice, you know, seeing the whole pathway is green color. I remember I unlocked this area when it was winter. It looks so different when it's spring. Is it spring now? I'm still not too sure. When it's like non-winter, I suppose. It looks so nice, so green and so relaxing. I wonder, is there a different music or not? Okay, the slimes are way easier to kill, which is nice as well. Yeah, seeing everything in green feels so nice. When it's white, it has a kind of like attraction to it, like attractiveness, but after a while you just kind of get a bit depressing, you know. I remember I had the same feeling as well when I first went to France. I mean, coming from an Asia country where there's no snow, right? Seeing all these very cool European buildings, seeing snow, the sky was very white, things were kind of grayish. It looks very cool. It feels like, you know, it looks very cool, very cool, very mysterious, I suppose. Wait, where's my horse? Jesus. Oh, my horse is outside, right? And you know, at first it looks very cool and all, but I can imagine why people hate this kind of weather. Like why some people like sunny weather all year round. For some reason, winter just seems a bit too... The lack of sunlight and warmth feels a bit depressing. Maybe as someone who came from Asia, it looks very nice at first. But I think in the long run, you can get a bit depressed because of that. Everything looks so grey and dark. And I can kind of see the difference, the juxtaposition between like winter and now this season. Hey, why am I throwing this away? Jeez. Yeah, I really enjoy the green color and the colors more. When everything is just white and blue, it's just Okay, let me just put all these things in. I don't think I have any more space for other items. Maybe you can just eat the algae. Hang on a second. There's a seashell, I didn't put it in. One seed. Hiya! Nice. Awesome possum. Okay, it's nice to see everything is littered out. Like, the candle is behind here. I can't really see through the tree. But I think the tree kind of makes it look nice. Feels like the tree is like a shade. Okay, let me just put the horse, give the horse a rest. Not even sure whether the horse needs a rest or not. I haven't seen the horse eat. The horse doesn't even tell me he wants to eat or she wants to eat. think the next step is also to rebuild this greenhouse, right? But anyway, all is good. I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. It's a bit late. I just want to wait for the crops to... I just want the crops to quickly like bloom or whatever it is. Then you can sell those crops. Yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this video series, and if you are interested in more, please like and comment. I guess I'll see you all next time.